Hi, my name is Lillian. My project is about World War II. These are my great-grandparents. I'm going to ask them a few questions about living during this time period. Mama, when were you born and where?
I was born in September the 22nd, 1931, in Philscott County, Missouri, which is in the part of Missouri they call the Boot Heel.
Papa, when were you born and where?
I was born in, when was I born? I was born, I forgot where I was
June the 15th of 1928.
June the 15th, 1928, in Luxora, Arkansas.
Mama, were you living during the Great Depression?
I was, but I don't remember all that much about it. I can remember my mother worked at a place where they refinished books for school children, but I was so young. But I remember we never had to do without food, because living on the farm, we raised chickens and our own food. But now jobs I know was scarce, but that's about all I can remember about the Great Depression.
Papa, were you living during the Great Depression?
Well, yes, unfortunately I was.
Mama, when did you hear rumors that we were going to war?
I believe I was on a Monday when I went to school. We didn't have a radio. Of course, the television hadn't been invented, or where everybody could have it. But when I went to school, and I was on the school bus, and the kids told me.
Papa, when did you hear rumors that we were going to war?
When we were going to war, is that what you said? Going to school, I was in high school. I guess maybe the 8th, 9th grade, something like that.
Mama, do you know anyone who went to fight in the war?
Mm-hmm. My brother did, and then I had two brother-in-laws that fought in the war. My brother was in New Guinea. He was in the liberation of the Philippines. When, MacArthur had promised them, that the Filipino people, that he would return, and he did, and my brother was in that battle.
Papa, do you know anyone who went to fight in the war?
I knew a lot of people that went to the war. I can't remember names now, but my brother was stationed in Great Britain, which is England, and he didn't get into the fighting part of it, but he was a part of the units over there that was fighting Germans.
Mama, were you happy when the war ended?
Very much so. I was glad my brother came home, for one thing, and I was thankful. But stuff had been rationed. You couldn't have all the sugar you want. You couldn't have good shoes, and everything was rationed, so you couldn't buy everything you wanted.
Papa, were you happy when the war ended?
Oh yes, it really was. They really celebrated when that happened.
Papa, when did you join the Army?
I joined the Army after I got out of out of high school, and that was in the 40s, late 40s.
1946.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do in the Army, Papa?
I was honor guard, one of the honor guards for General MacArthur. And we did all things. We'd go with him different places, and we had a barracks, and we had to go in at a certain time and we was trying to guard to keep someone from injuring the general. And if he had, well, like one time he his son was over there, and he was a young fellow, and he fell and broke his arm, and they put him in the hospital. And we had to go all the way to the hospital with him, guard him all the time he was gone. Then bring him back to the headquarters and spend the rest of the day there. That was my duties, guarding the general. We were chosen. We weren't. You don't just go in and say, I want to be MacArthur's, one of his honor guard. And I guess there was maybe 300 there honor guard that guarded him. But this was in Japan, this in Tokyo, Japan. And the honor guard was we always led the parade. And we always got the best food that was served, which was real good for us.
What countries did you go to?
Well, Japan's the only place that I went overseas. We got on a ship in California, and it took us better part of 2 weeks to get from there to Japan. It was an old tub. When I got on the ship, I felt pretty good. But before we went under the Golden Gate Bridge, which everybody wanted to see, I got sick. I had to go downstairs and get on my bed. So I missed the Golden Gate Bridge.
Was it ever scary?
Scary? Oh, well, not really. It wasn't for us because the war was over when I got there. They heard me coming, I think, and they stopped the war.
He's teasing you there, sweetie.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, hon. That's all people did over there. Of course, they sent people over there to do different things, and that just happened to be one of the things that I did. But it was a good tour of duty for us to do that. But there's a bunch of people over there, but nobody got killed. So that was good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.